morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? Are we emotionally screwed up and sleep deprived? Or are we emotionally deprived and sleep screwed up? I'm both. 1:02 in the morning, West Coast time. It is Friday, the 9th of February of May, 2025. Dan Mary said February. Why? I don't know. Brain's not working this morning. This is the Zombie Weaver John C. of Roseman, California. What's going on, guys? Too many things in the news stories these days to talk about. People having conniption fits, and not to mention I keep seeing all these independents laugh tracking each other left and right, pointing fingers at each other. And now they got some of the political figures going after one or two people left and right. Just because their names get mentioned and they're out there now. So they're open season. Yeah. Some of those are a bit confusing. We have a pope selected yesterday. We have a Bears fan who's a pope from Chicago. She's on a roll this morning. She must be obeyed. Well, ain't that news? And he's woke. And he's liberal. Wouldn't be surprised if the guy was a Democrat, too. Not very good ideas for a pope if you're trying to get one into the office and you're trying to manipulate, control him because of conservative values, or you're just a Trumplicant who wants power, control over everything. Try this one. How about a U.S. embassy telling Stockholm, take care of your DEI stuff or else. Stockholm. You know what Stockholm said? Put it in a nutshell. Hang on, I gotta deal with she must be obeyed. Seems we Americans are an arrogant ass. We're an arrogant bunch of race here. We don't know what the hell we're doing. For justice, we need a district court judge for the area of D.C. Do we dig into the legal areas? Do we try to find out within the legal profession who is right for the job? No, we just take a personality off the damn television from a very conservative Twitsy network. We take him out there, put him in a district judge, and think now we got absolute control. This person didn't know her. Well, one time she knew her legal stuff, but then became a conspiracy nut job. So now she's going to be doing her conspiracy nut job at the bench for DC. How's that dig it? It doesn't dig at me. I don't believe this damn dog of mine. Wee hours of the morning and she wants to whine her ass off. But she's been running around left and right. Oh, she can't. I'm dealing with she must be obeyed again. Give me a second, guys. One thing about dealing with a senior citizen losing her mind. Drives a real you over the day and night. Much like the senior citizen that got elected from the 2024 election in November. And now he wants everybody else to dance his tunes. He's got all the Twitsies out there tearing apart our government systems, everything we hold dear. And everybody else, they're just trying to, but everything's fine. The tariffs are going to make us rich. Who's making who rich, you schmucks? They want manufacturing back in the United States. I think we got limited manufacturing back in the United States. And they want everything manufactured in the United States. Problem is, You need to have trade to get stuff into the place so we can manufacture. If we don't have the raw materials, what do we do? What do we do? They're going to be talking about manufacturing, manufacturing. We'll have jobs. No, we won't. We already lost jobs. We lost a lot of jobs. We lost a lot of people, and we lost a lot of freedom and liberty at this point. Speaking of which, see, I don't need to hear from the gas bag in the Oval Office. I've already got one on 4 legs. That's old, blind, and needy. You want me? Come and get me. Damn dog. I love her to death, but man, when she gets into her twitchy moments. Which I keep hearing that the orange gas bag is getting himself more and more into senior moments left and right. Losing his mind one way or another with decisions and things said or not said. Interviews happening that he has lost his zeal like he had maybe years ago. He got in the first term, and now this second term, he's just not quite sure what the hell he wants to do. Which I don't see his vice president stepping up to the plate yet, and I don't see anybody else trying to protect his ass. Except they don't want the old gas bag to be impeached. They like things the way they are. They hear the people, but they don't care about the people. Well, we worry about that one. We worry about that one. A second here. Lose my train of thought because of her. Yep. Madam Weiner, baby. Brat dog. I tried to stay away from the news because I know it was depressing the hell out of me and giving me acid reflux left and right. I can't deal with this shit. I really can't. It's bad enough I got the independents trying to go blah, 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 blah at each other. Either support or attacking left and right. A few of them I took off. I didn't want to follow anymore on social media. Hell, I'm not even doing Blue Sky. I'm getting tired of it. I mean, Blue Sky reminds me too much of Twitter, which is now, well, has been X for a while. And how truth gets screwed up left and right. People are using it for conspiracy theories left and right, but other people are using it to get the words across. I'm not having it. I'm not dealing with it. Bad enough when one particular news story captures this one guy's imagination, and he's into fighting. Even though he doesn't like talking about fighting, he goes into fighting. One of the people I follow. Something happened at Pittsburgh. I think it was Pittsburgh. He had a death. Fan fall from the stands to his death, crushed his skull. Next day, you got at the concessionaires. A woman getting attacked at the concessionaires. And she works there. Fans being drunk and stupid and trying to pick up on the lady, and she doesn't want it. Co-worker is trying to keep him from attacking her or doing something. And somebody gets the altercation on video, posts it to social media. And everything else goes hell in a handbasket. Guy gets fired. Could have been calling security at that point. But no. He got attacked. He got spat upon. So yeah, there were blows exchanged. Because of the inebriated version of this guy who was losing his mind. Just wants to be an asshole because he's drunk, stupid, he sees a girl and he wants to be an asshole about things. Where the hell was security during that time? As I'm watching the video, where the hell's security? I guess they didn't have that much security during that time. Not even out of Congress. So yeah, the guy loses his job. He gets fame, but he loses his job. And that's all right to watch, critique. Do we support the drunken fan, or do we support the fired employee who's defending the woman? Gallantry, being a gallant, you stood up for the woman. Yes, that's a good thing for some people. When you're trying to keep your job, that's the thing. How far do you go to keep your job, and how far do you go to support the woman's defense and at the risk of your own job? But yeah, you did the gallant thing, and the guy was still trying to attack. They got rules against fighting guys, despite the fact we're gallant, trying to be the man, and we see this guy trying to be an asshole about it. It's like, where the hell's security at? Put the guy and the woman in the situation. And what about the rest of the people? How come they weren't doing it? They're just getting their cameras and just watching the whole damn thing? Well, so much for being chivalrous. Chivalry is dead. Just not demonstrated enough. Especially when you're dealing with a drunken fool who keeps spitting out blood and teeth at people. That's not bad enough. Well, actually, that is bad enough. Little underrated news here. Congress had passed with the Trumplicant majority of officially changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Why? Because Trump wants it so. Bad enough we're getting everything else taken away from us, including PBS, national broadcast. We're taking the Elmo away. Big bird science and everything else. Because people don't want smart people, but they want college. Yeah, for who? The Ivy Leaguers are telling the Trump organization, or the gas bags organization, knock the shit off. And the organization says, okay, we're taking your federal funds. There are some smaller private universities out there on the East Coast are getting pulled. They already laid off the people, closed up the campuses permanently. No money coming in. No money coming in. One of the larger universities that we have out here on the West Coast hadn't tried to pull that stuff, but they could. They don't want DEI, diversity, equity, investment, or inclusion. They don't like differences. How dare you? I feel like I'm doing these things later and later, which I am, and infrequently. I'm dealing with a necessity, a dog's whine. I'm hearing too much of a dog's whine in a way on social media. Everybody wants my attention one way or another. I go on Facebook, nobody wants my attention. If I happen to say anything about stuff, one ear at the other ear. If I go online looking for stuff on social media, including YouTube, I'm seeing all these headlines wanting my damn attention. And it's running into one damn blur. Personal stuff that I have right now, I'm still waiting for a CPAP machine. Already been approved. I just got to get the company to get the machine to me so I can use it. I'll tell you one thing in person, for personal stories. When you're dealing with a CPAP situation, when you're dealing with sleep apnea, it's lifetime. Some people may get corrected. Mine wasn't. I had it 25, roughly, years ago. Got diagnosed. My brother and my mother was listening to me sleep, or having problems sleeping. They knew I snore, but I was always fighting for breath after each snore. And I'm not realizing this when I'm sleeping. I'm in Never Never Land. I'm in a dream zone. So none of it is affecting me. But they see it and they hear it. So I had to be tested. I got tested for severe sleep apnea, which means I deal with a machine. I know they got many more fabulous techniques of how to deal with the damn thing. Surgical? Not touching it. Pills, potions, lotions? No. Even put a little wedgie on the nose here to lift up things. Didn't work. Tried the nasal strips. Didn't work. No, the only thing that would do is a face hugger on me. Full face mask on me with air shoved down my throat. And I got used to it so much these days that I can't sleep without the damn thing. I'm afraid if I happen to catch a nap, I am going to be either snoring up a storm or vapor locking. You want here? Come here, Ma. That's enough for me bitching or griping. I gotta deal with she must be obeyed again.